Good morning YouTube, my name is EB and today we'll be going over all the requests in the research camp. First thing is to make sure that you know how to change your spawn location at the camp. It's going to be very simple. You're going to go to the research page or the lab page. When you go to the page and come back to the research camp, you'll have swapped your location. For the empty room, you want to make sure you're starting at the campsite. Once you're in the level, the only thing we're interested in is inside the research lab. So we're going to fast forward to that. Once we're at the stairs, we're going to scan and go inside. Once inside, we're going to look directly upstairs and start throwing Fluffroot. You're going to hear a couple of meows. After you hear 2, he should be coming, but I would just keep throwing some Fluffroot just to make sure. Once you see Meowth at the stairs, take a picture of him making a scary pose. And there you go. Now you could quit research and submit. Say hello to your neighbors. For this one, you want to make sure you're spawning at the campsite. We have 2 main focuses first. We're going to look at the Starly on this right house, and we're going to look at this other Starly on this left house. Once they're in range, we're going to scan to make them fly away. Once they're both in the air, we have nothing to do until we get to the last Starly at the end. He's sitting on a post. Once you're nearby, you just want to start throwing Illumina orbs at him. You're not going to activate anything, you just want to make sure he's constantly in Illumina form. What's going to happen is when his neighbors start to fly by, he's going to make a little chirp that we'll hear right here. There you go. And then he'll do a little pose waving to his neighbors. And you want to take a picture of that pose. Now you can quit and submit. Research Data Rescue. For this one, you want to make sure you're spawning in at the lab. We're just going to rush towards the stairs. At the stairs, we're going to scan and go inside. Once inside, you're going to see the Dedenne run into the middle of the room. You're just going to throw a bunch of apples, leading him right back to where he was by the computer. And once he's by the computer, he's going to do a little shock. You want to take a picture of the shock. And now you can quit and submit. Borrowing Bravery. For this one, you want to make sure you're starting off at the campsite. We're going to go straight next to the Sudowoodo. He's going to walk over to the left and then go towards the grass. Once he goes by the grass, you throw an Illumina orb at this crystal bloom, and then he'll start marching. Now you could quit and submit. In the middle of the camp, you want to make sure you're spawning in at the campsite. You're going to rush over to the Sudowoodo. Once he's moved in close to the grass, you're going to throw an Illumina orb at this crystal bloom, and he's going to start marching to the middle of the camp. You'll see Rattata and Trubbish start to go into the middle of the camp as well. Rush over to the other side of the camp. Gather them together with Fluffroot if you need to. Then play some music and take a picture of Trubbish. Now you could quit and submit. Bunnelby bursts out. For this one, you want to make sure you're spawning in at the lab. We want to go all the way to the end of the level where you see Bunnelby right there. Once you're there, you'll see Bunnelby popping his ears out through the holes. You want to hit him with the Illumina orb, and then you want to hit him with a Fluffroot while he's in Illumina form. This is going to make him jump extra high, and you want to take a picture of him out. That's a terrible photo, but it still counts. Now you can quit and submit. Audino's favorite pastime. For this one, you want to make sure you're spawning in at the campsite. We're going to go all the way around until we get to the stairs. Once by the stairs, you're going to scan and go inside. Once inside, we're going to rush through. We're not going to do anything. We're just going to go straight back out. Once you're outside, you're going to see this cutie fly right next to you. You're just going to keep staring at him, and he's just going to go fly on over to the other side. No interaction needed. He's going to go say hello to Audino. And he's just going to capture the dance. Now you could quit and submit. At home in the dark. This one you want to start at the research camp. Right off the bat, you want to start throwing Fluffroot by Meowth and make a trail leading to the deck. This one's a little bit tricky. He's going to be chasing Rattata underneath the deck. You want to keep scanning so you can keep an eye on them. and you want to take a picture as soon as Rattata's out. If he's a little too far out, I've been having issues getting the request completed. So make sure you take it as soon as he's out right there in the grass. Now you could quit and submit. An EV party. For this one, you want to spawn in at the campsite. Once you're in, you want to rush all the way around to the stairs. Once you're at the stairs, you want to scan and go inside. Once inside, you want to start throwing Illumina orbs at Eevee and Stoutland. Once they're both lit up, you want to start scanning. And once Eevee is up, you want to look at the TV and do another scan, and you'll see cutie flies come out. Now hit the cutie flies with Illumina orbs while Eevee's lit up as well. This will cause the cutie flies to come towards Eevee, and they'll all start playing. When she's jumping is not the pose you're looking for. You want to make sure she's lit up with the Illumina orb and sitting, and that's the pose that you want to submit. Now you could quit and submit. A pup at heart. For this one, you want to spawn in at the lab. Once you're in, you want to start throwing Fluffroot towards Stoutland immediately. This one was a little bit annoying of a process. You want to pull him towards the middle of the stage, but you want to pull him a little bit more towards the stairs. Here I got him onto the dirt, but he still refused to go into the middle, so I had to pull him a little bit more towards the side. Eventually he'll start to run into the middle of the stage by himself. Once he's in the middle, you want to take a look at Trubbish and throw a Fluffroot at him. This will cause Eevee to run away into the middle as well. Now that Eevee's in the middle, throw a couple of Fluffroot so they come a little bit closer to each other, and then start spamming Illumina orbs. Make sure they're lit up. It is a little bit difficult to get the pose to come out correctly, but when he's sitting, you should be able to hit him with the Illumina orb and cause him to jump around. Take a picture of that. Now you could quit and submit. A cheeky pose. So this one could be done at either spawn. I chose to do it at the lab just because there's a couple more cutie fly in case you miss on the first one. If you chose to do it at the campsite, you're going to have a cutie fly right here by the stairs. If you're at the lab like me, you want to rush over to the end of the level. Once you're over here, you want to hit the cutie fly with the Illumina orb, and then you want to start playing some music, and it'll do a little bit of a pose and put its hands on its cheek. Take a picture of that. Now you could quit and submit. I'll be making more guides like this on all the levels, so subscribe so you don't miss them. I'll see you next time.